Education is useful, but college degrees are a scam. The $100,000 question. Once upon a time, going to college was sold as the golden ticket. The world whispered, and guidance counselors screamed. Get a degree, and you'll get a good job, a nice house, maybe even a golden retriever named Buddy. Fast forward to today, and what's left? A generation of graduates staring at diplomas that cost more than their first mortgage while working at Starbucks, only this time, they're not studying there, but they're managing the night shift instead. Education. Fantastic. Everyone should read books, learn skills, and expand their brains. But a college degree? That's the overpriced, under-delivering subscription plan nobody can cancel. Education and college degree are not the same thing. Let's clarify right away. Education is amazing. Learning math so you don't get robbed by easy monthly payment car loans, reading enough history to know when politicians are recycling bad ideas, or even mastering basic science so you don't drink bleach during a pandemic. Education makes you smarter. College, however, makes you broke. The problem isn't learning. It's the packaging. College has turned education into a 4-year timeshare pitch, where you're pressured into signing on the dotted line before you're old enough to legally rent a car. The economics of the scam. Let's look at the financial side. The average student debt in the US is about $37,000, but that's just the average. Many students graduate owing $100,000 plus 4 degrees that couldn't buy them a meal plan in return. And the return on investment? Not great. A 2021 report by Georgetown University found that 16% of U.S. bartenders and 23% of retail workers hold bachelor's degrees. So yes, you may have mastered postmodernist literary theory, but that doesn't necessarily pay more than asking, "Would you like fries with that?" Meanwhile, tuition costs have risen nearly 180% over the last 40 years, far outpacing inflation and wages. Colleges promise career readiness, but mostly they're readying you for a lifelong relationship with Sally Mae, the Hall of Fame of dropouts. Of course, we need some names. Let's roll out the didn't need college VIP list. Bill Gates dropped out from Harvard. Apparently, dropping out to start Microsoft was a better investment than finishing his degree in pre-law. Steve Jobs dropped out from Reed College after 6 months. He spent his time auditing calligraphy classes, which later inspired the design of Apple fonts. Proof you don't need a degree to create the iPhone, you just need a decent eye. Mark Zuckerberg dropped out from Harvard to launch Facebook. Now he's running a trillion-dollar empire while Harvard still emails him asking for donations. Oprah Winfrey left Tennessee State University very early and became a media mogul worth billions. Her degree was unfinished, but apparently her charisma wasn't. Richard Branson didn't even finish high school, let alone college. He went on and built Virgin Group, runs airlines, and drinks champagne in space. If degrees are the ticket to success, someone forgot to tell them. Now, don't misunderstand one very important fact. Although these people did not have a college degree, they have continuously learned, and many of them are regarded as highly educated in not just one subject, but in multiple subjects. The credential inflation problem. Here's the kicker. Degrees keep getting more expensive while meaning less. In the 1970s, a bachelor's degree could actually land you a decent middle-class job. Today, employers want a bachelor's degree for roles like administrative assistant or social media coordinator. Translation, we want you to prove you can sit through 4 years of lectures before we let you sit through 4 years of endless Zoom calls. This is called credential inflation, which is another term for the workplace equivalent of asking for a Ferrari when all you need is a bicycle. Companies don't really need you to have a degree. They just need some arbitrary way to filter resumes. The alternative playbook. So, if college is a scam, what's the alternative? Thankfully, there are plenty. Certifications and boot camps, tech careers in coding, data analysis, or cybersecurity often value skills over degrees. Google, Amazon, and IBM all offer certification tracks that cost a fraction of tuition. Trade schools, electricians, plumbers, welders, etc. These are careers that will always exist. Good luck outsourcing plumbing to an AI chatbot. Self-education. The internet is basically a free university. MIT and Harvard themselves put courses online. YouTube tutorials can teach you everything from accounting to how to build a rocket engine. Seriously, look it up. Entrepreneurship. If you're going to be broke anyway, you might as well be broke building your own dream instead of your professor's summer house. But don't degrees guarantee higher earnings? Ah yes, the infamous statistic. College graduates earn $1 million more over a lifetime. Sounds great? Until you realize it's an arithmetic average, which includes high-paying doctors, lawyers, and engineers. If you take those out, a large chunk of degrees don't outturn skilled trades or tech certifications. Also, that $1 million figure doesn't factor in lost earnings during 4 years of school, interest on student loans, or the fact you might have majored in medieval puppetry studies. At the end of the day, colleges are businesses. They're selling you a product, the degree, and like any good marketing firm, they slap inspirational slogans on it like invest in your future or unlock your potential, while quietly raising tuition by 8% every year. Let's be honest. If higher education were a Silicon Valley startup, the FTC would have sued it by now for false advertising and the extras they throw in. Don't get me started on $1,200 mandatory meal plans and $300 textbooks you use for 1 semester. It's less education and more luxury cruise where you do your own laundry and take exams. What education should be. Here's the paradox. Education matters more than ever. Lifelong learning is critical. We need smart, curious people who keep adapting. But we don't need them to pay $50,000 a year to sit in a lecture hall learning how to make PowerPoint slides. Education should be affordable or free online. Practical skills you can use to make money or build things. Flexible, learn at your own pace, not tied to semesters. Focused on results, jobs, businesses, creations, not just credentials. If colleges won't provide that, the rest of the world is already stepping in. So, let's recap. Education, vital. College degree, scam with better branding. Successful people, many skipped it. Alternatives, everywhere. The truth is, the degree system is like Blockbuster Video. It ruled once, but now it's outdated, overpriced, and desperately trying to convince you it's still relevant. Meanwhile, Netflix, aka online education, certifications, and real-world experience, is eating its lunch. If you want to learn, learn. If you want to grow, grow. Just don't pay $200,000 for a piece of paper that might qualify you to manage an inbox. and as lovable, CEO Antonasica told Business Insider in a recent interview regarding the degree in computer science and how it's related in today's tech industry. He said, "I wouldn't say it's worthless, but I do think the leverage has moved." Conclusion: the sarcastic but honest truth. Colleges love to call their students investments, but in reality, many are just customers buying into an overpriced franchise with worse ROI than a used Honda Civic. Education will always matter. But college degrees? For many people, they're a scam dressed up in ivy-covered walls. So next time someone says, "But don't you want the college experience?" remember that Netflix also has a college experience documentary, and you don't need to sell your soul to Sally Mae to watch it.